Alright, and welcome back to more Somnium files, or the Somnium files. We're inside the mindscape of another teenager. This is like seems like that's all we're diving into lately is, first we have Mizuki, and healing her trauma from seeing her dead mother. Then we dived in the head of primary suspect, what was her name? Hold up, I gotta actually look at characters again. 1 second. Files, persons, Iris. We jumped into her brain, and that was really dark and fucked up. And now we are inside the brain of... Where are you at? Oda, here we are. He is not 24 years old. I am not buying that for a second. But we're now in his brain because he was the primary witness to this scene where this polar bear was trying to kill Iris. I kid you not. I don't know what the heck that was about. So we're going to try to figure this out. Heated insulated door. I don't think that's really going to help us out too much. We have the icy floor. So apparently we have to figure out some way to get rid of the icy floor so he can come over and rush over to here. What are you doing anyway? Why are you looking in this box? I don't know. Hi. What can we do with this icy floor?
The ice on the floor is slick.
I don't like any of these. Can I escape? That is a lot of time we'd be wasting if we immediately jump into that. So let's come over here instead. Let's take a quick look. Can we do anything with the ice cutting machine?
A machine used for cutting ice.
Move, turn on, kick. A lot of it is just... That's a lot of time to lose.
Iris is on the platform.
Okay, this is good. Throw ice at her. You know what? These would not be bad to grab. So I think we'll do that. Ears.
Tessa's catchphrase.
Yeah, if anything is gonna make her react, it's that.
All right. Ears.
Head said, head, A said.
No, not you.
This will probably not help wake Iris.
Oh, you think?
Iris is on the platform.
We'll also do the 110 because the 110 is actually got it's really nice.
Iris! Hey! Are you okay? Tessa!
Guess she's not waking up.
Okay. So we're done with fucking with that for a minute. Let's continue to look at the icy floor. Now that we got a couple more of the timey things. Maybe if we... The best bet would probably be grabbing either the 20 or the 10. Because then we can knock this down to like... I don't think lying down's gonna do anything. That's kind of the problem. Just drop down the punch to 1 second.
This is for Date! This is for Date! This is for Date!
What did you guys do to me?
Wait, why did that work? God damn it. Okay, that's this game in a nutshell. It's basically just clicking until something moves the plot forward at this point. Logic, reasoning, what the fuck is that? This is so stupid.
Damn. He's too strong. It sucks. But this is war after all. Tessa, may the glory of victory be yours.
It's over.
I suppose we have no choice but to find the glory of victory.
Okay, so Shining Light, escort him to the green shelf, which would be A, or B, Shining Light, escort him to the red shelf. Wait, so which one? So that's green. That's the red shelf over there. I see. Or do anything else. Can I jump? Or no? Is there something clearly here?
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
Try to breathe on it, I guess? No. That wouldn't work. Why did that?
I would be happier about tea.
I'm sure.
God damn it, Dante. Weirdo.
Agent Dante, you've got 5 minutes.
Can you do anything with
A
this?
forklift. What? Sortie?
This is Ota's world, right? Your role in this dream is to assist Ota in his fight against the polar bear.
Lousy Ota. Thanks to him, my image as a cool intellectual has been destroyed. All systems green. Synchronization rate 6%.
This
Now,
is so
cargo
dumb.
handling car. Forklift. Sortie.
What happened?
It has reversed in time.
I don't think this ending is acceptable. We're forgetting something.
Right. I had a feeling.
Interesting. It's not that we couldn't use it, it's that we don't have everything set up for it to use it appropriately. Interesting.
Agent Dante, you've got 4 minutes.
Well, if we're trying to lead him over here to the
Attached
green
the
side,
shelf. The cold has frosted over it. Yeah!
Nothing has happened.
I was only using 90.
It's basically 100%.
A plate attached to the shelf.
okay. So the same thing, we're gonna breathe on this again.
But then, something strange happened.
What's happening? Oh, that's bright.
What is this?
We're out of options! Tessa! If this was another, I would have died already. Next time, he will get me. That's just destiny.
Is he referring to the anime Another?
No! I will fight destiny and win!
So he says.
I'm the one who has to help him.
We have to make Hero of Justice Ota fight back and look cool doing it.
Okay. So we got that. I'm thinking that's another one of the eye things, but then how would I even get up there? Okay, let's try using the forklift now.
A forklift.
I think we were right. We just
All
we were too
systems
early
green.
on it.
Synchronization rate 6%.
Now,
Now, cargo handling car. Forklift.
Hey, forklift! Fork over that weapon now! I can't stand. I'm weak.
God damn it, Oda.
Virus like that?
We have no choice but to have Ota do it. We need him to stand up.
Okay, Oda, you're useless.
Dante.
Can I climb on you? Can I climb on anything? Maybe that's what I have to do. There's gotta be some way to get up here.
Ota is still down.
I think that would just end it, right? We don't want to end it.
A machine used for...
I don't think we want to turn it on either. That seems like bad. That feels like it would kill Iris. I guess we'll just try it. Cheer, calm, motivate, encourage. I guess. Hey, buddy.
You're so cool, my shiny, glittery Ota. So cool.
The ghost inside me whispered, "Yeah, I am cool, huh?
No, not at all.
From now on, this is my stage." There.
Okay.
Why?
Okay, but so even if we take the, like, obviously everything was exaggerated, his memories are telling me that he got stabbed by the bear, which is different to what I kind of assumed, that maybe he stabbed himself. Let's see where this goes.
Sorry that I had to get rough with you, kid.
Seriously, dude? Come on.
So sorry, Ota. Date told me to be the bad cop.
I did not.
Temper, temper.
Whatever. Anyway, Ota, I have some things I want to ask you. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Let me get right down to it. Your mother, Mayumi Matsushita, was at the warehouse, wasn't she?
What are you talking about?
Was she there?
Why would she be? That happened at 3 a.m. She was at home asleep.
Then why did we find evidence at the crime scene?
Evidence?
Sure, it might not prove she was there, but it makes it likely. The evidence is...
Well, there's two pieces of evidence, isn't there? There would be the chocolate, but we don't have a connection to that one directly to her. But we could say the floral powder knife. That was especially made for her, so that definitely would be a stronger. What are you kidding? That's totally relevant. No, okay, let's take a look at what it says.
The polar bear dropped the weapon in Ota's Somnium. It was the floral patterned kitchen knife. On the handle were the words, "Mom, I love you always. Date." From this, we can conclude that the knife...
I know.
Okay, that's weird. The knife is obviously hers, but it's telling me that that's not the obvious one. But then the other one is the Odorokimen chocolate, right? I took out my pocket and showed him.
The Hodoroki Man chocolate.
The same one I showed you at the hospital. I found it in the corner of the cold storage warehouse.
So? That doesn't prove anything.
Mayumi's fingerprints were on the package.
What?
You have a bad poker face, Ota. Your reaction tells me Mayumi didn't give this to you and you dropped it on your own.
That information is confirmed. Ota's fingerprints were not found on the package.
Mom isn't the killer!
I didn't say that she was. I'm saying that she was at the scene. And so were you.
Wait a minute. Why do you think Mayumi isn't the killer, Ota?
Because I was face to face with that polar bear when we fought. I could tell it wasn't my mom, even through the costume. And no matter what happened, there's no way that my mom would stab me.
Why are you covering for her?
Covering?
That's why you're lying to me, right?
I'm not.
Yeah, where's this going?
Are you sure about that? You must have seen direct evidence of Mayumi being at the warehouse, but you're hiding that from us. Or maybe even you're starting to suspect her.
I am not.
Sure.
What are you accusing me of anyway? What do you think I'm hiding?
So this has got to be the knife. Because he would recognize it, and that would immediately make him
The
suspect
kitchen
him.
knife with a floral pattern. Mom, I love you always is carved on the handle.
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when he was in elementary school. He knows how much I love flowery designs.
You were stabbed by that very same knife.
How do you know that? The criminal ran away with the knife. No one was supposed to see it.
I knew it.
No, my mom didn't do it.
Then why did you not mention the kitchen knife earlier?
Because I know how it looks. I thought Mom would get accused, and then she would have been brought in here and interrogated. I didn't want to put her through that. And
I mean, obviously he doesn't want to admit that his mother was the one who did it,
Mom
right?
never liked Tessa. So maybe, just maybe, Mom hired someone to kill Tessa, and she gave them that kitchen knife. I don't know. I thought of it that way. Like that would ever happen. I know it sounds crazy, but after I saw that knife, I just lost it. Please, you have to believe me. Mom isn't a serial killer.
Yeah, I agree.
You do?
I do. I don't think it's possible for Mayumi to have kidnapped Iris. Because...
Yeah, I don't think she would understand how to do the streaming technology, right? She doesn't really seem... No?
Two cars were parked in. One was the van owned by the Ota's fingerprints were detected on the drive. The other car, yesterday at 10, it was parked at the Ota explained. He claims that while someone took off with. Ota decided to steal the station wagon parked nearby to give pursuit. Ota searched for the van in his. Our investigation determined that Iris and the van were taken 1 minute before. This puts the incident occurring at.
Yeah, that doesn't really help me, though.
A video camera and laptop were discovered in the warehouse. Either could have been left by the criminal, but determining the owner through purchase history will be difficult. No fingerprints were picked up either.
I would just think the fact that she would not know how to set up the streaming, right? Why couldn't Iris have killed... Wait. There's the two cars. I'm not sure the connection here.
The Matsushida's van was stolen from the parking lot of the Famista while Iris was in the car. That was yesterday, 10:32 p.m. 1 minute later at the 812, which was about 100 yards away, Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate. She entered the 812 about a minute earlier. This was all caught on security cameras at the store. That means it's impossible that Mayumi could have taken the van. And that means that Mayumi being the polar bear is also next to impossible.
Phew.
However, I can't completely clear her.
What?
You said it yourself. She could have hired someone to commit the crime.
But that was...
In any case, I need to hear from Mayumi herself. I need to hear her explain the chocolate, the knife. There's a lot to cover. I'm gonna head to Matsushita Diner.
What? Hey, wait a minute!
How's this gonna work? Because I think we found out last time she's got dementia.
Don't worry. I'm not going there to arrest her. I'm going there to clear her of suspicion.
Really?
Yes.
You won't arrest her?
Your mother wouldn't kill anyone, right, Ota?
Thank you, Date.
Yeah, she's probably gonna be the next one we actually go into the mind of.
Sorry for the late night, Miss Matsushita. But I have some questions I need to ask you. Could you spare some time?
I finally remembered about the warehouse. I did it. I did everything.
No. No. I don't think that...
I didn't do this last night because I wanted to give you a chance to calm down.
This doesn't sound right.
How are you, now that you've slept on it?
What are you talking about?
I'll be honest. I don't think you're the killer. You're giving us a false confession.
No, it's true. I kidnapped that witch. I took her to the warehouse and...
Put her on the table and pulled her eyeball out?
Yes,
And the polar bear costume?
I bought it through mail order.
And you were the one wearing it?
Yes, that's right.
What did you do with it afterwards?
Date, the criminal has confessed. Arrest her immediately.
You got to the top of Abyss acting like that?
I heard that she used to be an actress.
Sounds about right.
Like, even if we accept the fact that you'd use the polar bear costume, like, A, why, and B, because if you were gonna, like, there's no reason to buy it, and, B, what did you do with it afterwards? Why do you want to stream it online? That's a good question.
Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
I'm not stupid. I might be old, but...
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in words. It's more like muscle memory. I was able to get it working after trying a few times, that's all.
And then... Here's the thing. We'd probably get her to crack with the Oda question. Because if she believes that her own son got stabbed, it might actually break the facade for a moment. But let's ask the other two questions first. Why'd you kidnap Iris?
My son is under that witch's spell. Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry. I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him.
Where did you get the camera and laptop?
I picked them out of the garbage.
Which garbage?
I don't remember.
Yeah, except we know they're bought from pawn shops.
It's true. I planned the whole thing.
When did you take out her eye?
Because I just hated her so much. Killing her wasn't enough.
There's also the other reason why we know that it can't be her, is that she only was mentioning, like... We asked the question about the eye. If she was the same killer as the one with the other two, she would probably make a comment something to the effect of, like, collecting all of the eyes. But she only referred to Iris's eye. So, so obviously, like, she's not even connected to the other cases, because she doesn't even know the eye was removed from those ones. Were you the one who stabbed Oda?
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed him.
See what I mean?
Yes, I stabbed him. With the knife I brought from home. I wasn't trying to hurt him. He fought me, and then it just...
About the Cyclops killing.
What do you know about the Cyclops killer? We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops killer.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura.
That's right. Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out. Same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person. So this person in the polar bear costume, they are the new Cyclops killer. And you're telling me that person is you? You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them.
Yeah, no. Why are you lying?
I am not lying.
You do know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I killed Shoko and Renju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
What was your motive?
Isn't Renju Okiura the president of that awful company where the witch works? He's just as responsible. And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate.
Degenerates like you belong on a cross.
That man is the root of all evil.
Okay, so even if you could justify that one, what about Shoko?
That's why I killed him.
Okay, then why? Yeah, exactly. Why about Shoko then?
Renju's ex-wife, right? I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter. The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
You are really starting to aggravate me. I answered your questions, so there.
Yeah, you're reaching. And how did you kill her?
Well, I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder.
Oh, you're gonna play Dementia that now? Okay. Okay.
I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times I don't remember.
That's like the one thing you probably can't push her on.
It changes.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular. There are circumstances that might cause selective memory. For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind. This is not uncharacteristic for those suffering from dementia.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on. She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer. I am.
Why is she doing this though?
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence. The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota,
She may have seen the criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right? Date, sync with her.
Yep, here we go. At least it's not a teenager this time.
Computer, we're going to sync with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare the machine.
What happened?
The sync machine isn't operating to capacity.
What the hell does that mean?
Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard. And now, it's not responding.
How long will it
Okay.
take to fix?
16 hours, at least.
Oh, we probably can't hold Mayumi that long, can we?
You've got 8.
But that's impossible.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is going nowhere.
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita Diner. We may be able to find some clues.
Good idea.
And that boss computer, no.
Computer, we're counting on you for those repairs. I'll be back in 6 hours.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Yeah, Computer is just that kind of guy, you know?
God, they're such dicks to each other. I kinda love it.
Hey, This is a hostile work environment!
Why would Mayumi lie?
Yeah, that's a big question I'm still lost on too. It doesn't make any sense. You would think that it'd be one thing if she were protecting Oda. But Oda was already at the scene as a victim, so I don't think he would kill Aset unless. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. The only reason why she'd lie would be to protect Oda, but would protect him from what? There's nothing to.
She is probably protecting someone.
But who?
Surely you know by now. There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
She's covering for Oda.
It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris. Mayumi saw the whole thing.
But Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
This was my theory. I literally was saying that maybe Oda could have done this on behalf of Aset, right? Because if she believes that...
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops killer?
Impossible.
Why?
Well, there was the moment when he first saw the body. That was indeed shock when he ran away from Mizuki. The weight, like, how the hell would he be able to do, like, lift Renju up? Well, I guess the Renju question was... Then there was the elevator thing. I don't think Oda weighs 105 pounds, and Renju's killer had to weigh 105 pounds. So there's too many holes for him to be the killer. And none of these are the options. Because, and yes, it's Somnium, Ota, and the Polar Bear. It doesn't make any sense because the Somnium is just like a dream thing. It doesn't really matter. Van Stone phone show? Stone? Or Iris had her eye taken? None of these really explain why he couldn't be the culprit.
In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the Polar Bear.
That was just a dream. It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened in reality.
Yeah. Okay, Iris had her eye taken out. That doesn't really prove anything, though.
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
What?
Or even asked Ota to do it? Perhaps she ordered him to.
And a devotion to her would be enough for him to do it. Yeah, I was saying something like that.
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger seat.
What you're saying is that the van was taken without knowledge that Iris is in it?
She could have been driving.
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained. It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves.
Okay. Yeah.
In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
A performance?
Iris drove the Matsushita's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it. Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it. After that, Iris took her position on the table, and Ota donned the polar bear costume and started the saw. Consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on screen at the same time.
True. That means Ota went off camera, took off the costume, and then...
And he comes back, turns it off.
Away from Tessa!
Then he goes off again and puts the polar bear costume
Perhaps
on.
Mayumi witnessed the the entire event. It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes, but this is only a theory.
Yeah, there's... This is what I thought too, but it just seems so... It's almost too bizarre. Would he really go that far just because of, you know, his fanboyism of Tessa? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Why would they do it? I could see why Iris wants to do it. Iris, at the time, was being held by us and questioned us for being the Cyclops killer. So the easiest way to get, you know, the accusation off of her is to be kidnapped herself and set up to die. As long as you know you aren't going to be killed at the end, you ham it up a little bit. You get to come off as a victim and not the killer anymore.
Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list. That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself. It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory. It is one of many possibilities.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer. Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed. And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive. Whoever our killer is, it is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
So we should never assume that they wouldn't...
rule anything out.
Yeah. We can't assume a rational mind of somebody who is not being rational.
Ota, why are you...
Why did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna clear her. Why?
Yeah, he's pissed at us. Okay. You doing okay? How's your stomach feeling?
Okay? How could I be okay? I got stabbed by a serial killer.
Easy, kid. You're gonna open up your stitches.
Let's see, why are you here, by the way?
When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed. I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station. But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital. That's why I'm here.
Okay. It's not like Mayumi is under arrest.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't under arrest.
What?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes. But as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying. So we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying! Mom didn't do it, she's innocent!
Okay, is Iris the criminal?
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way! Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or asked you to do it.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that?
It's by her command.
I was fighting for my life against the criminal.
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
You...
Did you stage the warehouse incident?
I'm telling you, I didn't!
Then why is Mayumi protecting you?
Mom is protecting me?
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Why?
Apparently she thinks that you're the criminal.
Why would she think that?
Your guess is as good as mine. Got any ideas?
Maybe because of her condition. Mom has... dementia. Maybe her memory is just mixed up.
About her dementia.
Everything is my fault. It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was doing pretty good. You know Bloom Park is close by here, right? People who visited the park would stop here a lot. But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
The chemical plant accident?
Yeah. We're just barely outside of the restricted area, but because Bloom Park closed, the number of customers dropped by a lot. The diner didn't last much longer. When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day, and he was a security guard and traffic cop at night. Mom worked as a janitor. They were both working hard and barely got any sleep.
And you?
I was just a high school student at the time. I was such a dumbass. I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job. And they bought me a PC and Idol concert tickets. I had it good, but we were drowning in debt.
Yeah, you're a real piece of shit, huh?
And there's a loan on the house and the diner. Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up. So they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university, but right after I started, Dad...
Passed away?
Yeah, he had a heart attack. From overwork. But even then, I didn't get it, you know? I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades, my mom didn't say a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay, even when I told her I was going to drop out. Mom, I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
This is not a college kid student I don't... it doesn't look like one.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Wow, a writer? That's a good goal to have. But you really should finish college. You worked so hard to get in.
You don't understand, Mom. A writer has to put all of their time into their creativity. I won't have time to go to classes. Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company. I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
Is that right? Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you. Do what makes you happy. You'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it. And no matter what happens, Mom will always be on your side, okay? Forever and ever. I'll always support you, Ota.
Yeah, how well did that turn out? You lied about the editor thing, right?
Yeah, how do you guess? It was really just a few texts back and forth, but I was thrilled. I thought I could make it as a writer because of that. But it's impossible. I know there's no way I can be a writer. I've never even finished writing a novel. Not even once. I always give up after the first 5,000 words. To even apply for the amateurs contest, you have to submit 10 times that. But Mom, she kept supporting me.
When did Mayumi's illness start?
Not long after I quit college. Mom was always smiling at me. But I think she was starting to slip mentally. One day.
Oh, what's wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, Right, you don't attend anymore. Oopsie, I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Sorry. Anyway, are you hungry? You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Oh, did you? By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me!
Oh, Jesus. I just feel bad right now. This is just... Listen to the rest of the story. I don't want to.
Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit. I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. I was so stupid. I didn't realize she was sick. I thought she was messing with me. I was so cruel to her for no reason. And she got worse and worse.
What's that picture?
Looking at this photo reminds me. One time, when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad, and they scolded me for it. And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift. My mom was so happy that she cried. That's what this photo is from. Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
Hey, Aiba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit, but I can't imagine that this guy's the criminal.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
Your presumption is illogical.
Human beings are illogical. We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the time. But we make up for it in one very important way.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
At times. Aiba, let's go back to the cold storage warehouse. We might be missing something.
Understood.
Okay. If there is one thing that would really raise doubts to the whole idea that Ota and Iris set it up, it would probably be the polar bear costume itself, right? Ota's a bit of a smaller guy. How would you... Okay, so you have to imagine. Big, bulky polar bear costume. How's a single person going to take that off by himself? It's possible, I guess. But remember, he was also on video rushing over to the camera within, like, seconds. So, even if he could, it would probably take him too long. I do not... That casts serious doubt to the, you know, him being the killer.
Date, weren't you going to check the warehouse?
I was, but a thought occurred to me.
The water of Tokyo Bay.
Date, look! A tonguefish on the ocean floor.
What's a tonguefish?
A flat fish, like the sole of a shoe.
You can see all the way down there?
Of course I can. My vision and my looks are my best qualities.
Forklift.
Aiba, who drove the van here?
There are two possibilities. Either Iris or the criminal who kidnapped Iris.
And Mayumi?
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible.
But
The
how did...
van was hijacked from the Famisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
I mean, there's also the question, how did Mayumi end up here?
Aiba, Are you sure that Ota took this car?
As I've already explained, the security cameras at the Famisto parking lot saw the entire incident clearly.
So it was definitely Ota who drove it here.
Why are you stating the obvious?
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse. But that doesn't prove she was actually at the scene. If she was, how did she get here? She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Of course. A different car. I will search for all vehicles that were in this area from Sunday night to Monday morning.
Aiba connected to the in-system server and began her research. She got a result in no time.
Found one hit. A taxi.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
At Lemniscate? Why?
Unknown. But we should speak with the driver immediately.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Hey, got a minute?
Are you talking to moi?
Oh my god, this guy is annoying.
What?
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxicab driver.
There we go.
I'm with the police. I have some questions for you.
What are you doing here?
I have just finished conveying my client from Tameke Sano's studio. I was informed that the visit here would be brief, and thus I have decided to wait in this lobby.
About Mayumi. Before I arrived at Lemniscate, I got a picture of Mayumi from Abyss. I showed it to the driver.
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Ooh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The old hag.
Old hag?
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo. Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Reported?
You don't know about the incident at the cold storage warehouse? It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi.
Okay, but you're a taxi driver. Do you not have a radio? Where are you from?
I was born in Kawago, Saitama.
And why do you talk like that?
I don't know what you mean. I've spoken this way all my life. My parents speak with the same vernacular.
Describe what happened with Mayumi.
I recall it was around 10 in the evening. Near the Kawasaki district, an unassuming restaurant named Matsushita Diner. That's where I picked up the old hag. And as soon as she stepped foot in my conveyance, she was already barking orders at me. Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it rather exciting, just like an old chase film. I, of course, insisted that I be paid up front. We pursued the van for roughly half an hour. Suddenly, the van came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Famisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know that. In any case, I knew that the jig would be up if we were seen following the van, so I decided to drive past it. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there, while waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move. The old hag suddenly spoke up. "I have to buy something," she declared, then made her way into the 8.
This must be when Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate.
A few minutes later, the old hag finished making her purchases and walked out. And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Koshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
I see. If the driver's story is correct, Mayumi did not know that Ota was left behind at the Famisto.
Mayumi thought Ota was in the van the whole time.
Okay.
We then arrived at a splendid manor.
What?
The van entered the premises through the front gate and disappeared from view. We, of course, could not follow, so we waited outside. I estimate another 10 minutes passed. The front gate opened once again, and the van drove out, and we pursued.
Interesting.
But 30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kabasaki district. The old hag, of course, demanded that I follow, but I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road and waited for the van to drive back the way it came. But of course, we knew it might not take the same road back. In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout.
Okay. So it's interesting that it stopped by a manor somewhere, stopped for 10 minutes, and then drove into the restricted district.
About 45 minutes later, the date had changed at this point. It was 12:25 a.m.
How do you remember the time so well?
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on the same station. I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor. Thus, I can approximate the time.
I see. Please continue.
And yet, again, he didn't hear the news about a murder, but he was listening to the radio,
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street. And thus, we again made pursuit. I kept considerable distance. We had come so far, I did not want to get caught now. But my caution backfired. I lost sight of the van in the Ariake warehouses. Without so much as a thank you, the old hag popped open the door and took off toward the warehouses. I waited for some time, but the old hag did not return. The goose was cooked at this point, so I made the decision to return home. I am glad I had the foresight to ask for payment in advance.
Okay. One more question.
I follow your story. I have one more question. Where is this manor the van stopped at?
Oh, every taxi driver in the city knows that residence. It is the personal home of Congressman So Sajima.
Sajima? Why did the van go to So's house?
We need to speak with him immediately.
Agreed. Let's move.
Yeah, that things took a weird route. I thought he was connected somehow.
There's no one here.
Indeed.
I don't see So or his bodyguards.
I do not detect them either.
Let's go inside. Hey, Aiba. Do you smell something funny?
You are aware that I do not possess the sense of smell, correct?
Oh, right.
Huh. Eating wall scroll.
There's something strange about this vase. Ugh.
What is it?
This is definitely where the smell is coming from.
Is there something inside?
Maybe, but the opening is covered by a metal plate.
The lid is fixed with a bolt. It will not open easily.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna shoot the vase.
Then, as is standard procedure...
Oh. And here I was. Whoa.
What the?
Date, destroy the vase!
Got it.
Oh.
So Sajima?
That is the head of So Sajima.
The left eye is hollowed out.
This is most likely a crime committed by the new Cyclops killer.
Jeez. Well, this took a real sudden twist. Toast body cut into pieces.
Do you have an estimated time of death?
Today, sometime between 11 a.m. and noon.
That's about when I was talking to Ota at Matsushita Diner.
At that time, Mayumi was in police custody and Iris was in the ICU of Central Hospital. They have not moved.
That means Ota, Mayumi, and Iris couldn't possibly have committed the crime. Assuming that this is the work of a single killer, those three can be eliminated from the list of suspects.
Ota, Mayumi, and Iris are not the new Cyclops killer.
Well, that pretty much just gives everyone, like, there's no one left.
Right. By the way, why is there no one in the mansion? No bodyguards, no housekeepers.
I do not know.
Does So have family?
So Sajima's wife died in labor 30 years ago, giving birth to their son. Their son is currently living abroad.
So lived here alone?
Do you find that suspicious?
No, just...
Date, a call from Pewter.
Connect me.
Date, the sync machine is up and running. You can sync with Mayumi now.
Oh, thanks, Pewter. But there are more pressing matters now.
Did something happen?
Yeah, I found So Sajima's body, with the left eye hollowed out.
What?
I'm at the Sajima household. Send the investigation team over.
Why so?
I can answer your questions when I get back to Abyss.
Got it.
Date, what is your plan? Wait until crime scene investigation arrives?
No. There's something I need to do. If that taxi driver was telling the truth, Mayumi was at the warehouse yesterday. And we know the chocolate we found at the scene was hers. Maybe she saw something. Maybe she knows something we don't. Some kind of clue or information about the culprit.
Then...
Yeah. We're gonna sync with Mayumi.
Okay. Now we finally have... Getting to here. I'm at completely at a loss because that was... Iris was our main suspect.
The large-scale investigation of So Sajima has already begun. At this very moment, the media is already swarming outside the building.
Really? Doesn't matter. The sync is what's important. If we sink into Mayumi's brain, that might help us find the real culprit.
I understand. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then, let's begin.
Like, I'm seriously trying to think as, like, who could even be left that could fit the circumstances.
Where am I?
Where is this? Oh, silly me. This is my house. Huh? What happened to me?
This is Matsushita Diner, though it looks odd. Likely an effect of the dementia.
Then we need to help remind her.
Do you think such a thing can be done?
This diner means everything to Mayumi. If we do what we did last time and reproduce the actions from Mayumi's memories, we could help her remember everything.
Is this what you call your intuition?
Told you it was useful.
Well, if we must. Somnium scan! Activate!
At least it's not a teenager this time. Okay, I'm seeing. It's like we're gonna be restoring those specific parts of the diner. Okay. Reproduce Mayumi's past actions to invoke her lost memories. Oh, don't hit me with this right now. This isn't okay. Okay. But there's someone at the door, so what do we go ahead and open?
Sliding door at the entrance. Who could that be?
Leave us alone. We're closed. Oh, I like them, but they're so expensive, so I might want to... Okay, we'll be back with that in a minute.
A calendar. The calendar reads 2 months ago.
Okay. So that saves us a little bit of time. What about the wall clock? Can I get that one?
A wall clock. The hands have stopped.
Okay, that gives us 2:30s, which saves us a little bit of time.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Ota. You're late today.
Home.
Are you not hungry? Today's dinner is omelet rice. Your favorite. Dad isn't back yet, but you can start eating.
Again? I'm okay. I ate already.
But
I'm fine.
Oh, okay, yeah. The mention of her, his father again. It's probably...
Ota, wait! Ota?
Part of the diner has manifested.
Maybe this is one of the memories she forgot. It must be important to her, though.
It looks like a sad memory.
Doesn't matter if it's sad. It's still important.
Okay. We did a little bit of that.
Oh?
It's the phone. Maybe try picking it up?
Roger.
Okay. Let's go 30 seconds on my husband. Oh no, oh no. It's gonna be Ota on the other end of the line. And this is, yep.
My husband?
Yes, Matsushita Diner. Yes. Well, yes. Yes. What? My husband!
Oh.
Why? How could this happen?
The diner has changed again. However,
I thought it was gonna be Ota on the other end, and then when she said, like, my husband, he would get mad again because she's relapsing thinking that he was still alive.
These memories aren't all happy, but they are all significant.
if this continues, will it not have a negative effect on Mayumi?
Maybe. But we have to see this through. We have to.
Understood.
Okay.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I still got a few more locks to go. God damn. Alright, so what do we got? Give me the bucket.
A bucket.
I don't like either of those options. Oh, hey.
A delicious cake.
I wonder who it's for.
Thank you?
Thank you.
I don't think the cake is for Mayumi.
But what could be more memorable than a cake for yourself?
Maybe a cake for someone that you love?
Someone Mayumi loves.
Okay. I thought maybe because you know, the whole Mother's Day or a photo, right? For the I get when they got the gift for the floral pattern knife. I thought maybe they got the cake too.
A delicious cake.
Both of these would be pretty rough.
Congratulations, Dad. It seems that this cake.
I thought this would be it.
Okay.
A delicious cake.
That's fine.
Congratulations, Ota.
I'm home.
Ota! Congratulations on getting into the university, son! Congratulations!
Hooray! Congrats!
Oh, that's messed up.
Hooray! Hooray!
Ota was quite the spoiled child, wasn't he?
He definitely had a lot of growing up to do. But that's what makes him so important to Mayumi.
I see.
Okay.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
I'm gonna save it here because we have been pretty lucky so far. But this could really get messed up because could easily waste a lot of our time. Let's check the envelope.
It's an envelope. Some kind of mail? This is a bank statement. The Matsushita family's loan.
Burn it and throw it away. Now, what's interesting is I could potentially use this fourth to get the the 1 second, which would be pretty nice. Then we can use the 1 second on anything really expensive.
I guess that's not it.
Just 10 more minutes. 6 more minutes, I promise.
I said that's not it.
Well, wake me up when hell freezes over.
I told you that's not it. Get up.
A swinging door that leads...
Trying to see if I can find that orb, or maybe it might be in the last section. Those are all really expensive options.
A lone...
It... I need to get rid of this for something better. So I think it might be worth to do 50 and then... Let's burn it down and throw it away?
Burn it and throw it away. Or should I freeze it?
Let's not throw it away.
Okay. I didn't think that was going to be the right answer.
3 minutes, Date.
But it did gave us a pretty good one over here. I really kind of see them being kind of like, let's do our best.
Let's do our best.
We have to keep supporting Ota.
Okay, we'll work harder for Ota's dream.
Uh-huh.
We reproduce just another painful memory.
No, not quite.
Are you certain? Mayumi was under a heavy burden of debt and stress running the diner.
That's true. But sometimes hardship is worth it.
Is that so? It's a sticker from a chocolate candy.
Welcome home! Did you get it for me?
It?
This is Ota when he was small?
I think... chocolate, right?
Do you mean chocolate?
Yeah, Todoroki Man, remember? Oh, that! Yes! Of course I bought it! Look, the Momonoke Man chocolate that you like! Here you go. That's not it! Oh, honey, I thought you liked the Momonoke Man chocolate. No, I told you! It's Todoroki Man! Oh, sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes. You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot! Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoke Man soon. Stupid! It's not Momonoke Man, it's Todoroki Man! I hate this! I hate you, Mom! What? Wait, Ota! Where did you go?
Where's this gonna lead?
Please, come out from hiding, Ota. Ota, I'm sorry. Mommy won't make any mistakes anymore, Ota. Ota! Come back! Ota!
Excuse me?
Ota? Takaro, don't leave me. Don't leave me alone. I am sorry, Ota. Ota! Takaro, I can't do this on my own. Don't leave me!
I'm not liking this one bit.
Date, look at what you've done. If Mayumi wakes up after all this trauma...
I know it's risky, but we're here for a reason.
What are you planning?
We have to keep going. Just a little more to awaken her past.
But...
If she loves her family this much, there has to be something. There has to be a precious memory hidden deep within.
is that your intuition?
It is.
You know it's gonna be when she got the knife, right?
A wall clock.
Welcome home! Did you get it for me?
We've gone back in time. Time is a precious resource, Date. Don't waste it.
Stop nagging me. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
It's a sticker from a...
Welcome home!
Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. It's all gonna kill me. Ah, I think I screwed up.
Yeah, oh, look, here you...
Oh, Luckily, we can just skip this if we. Yeah, unfortunately. I guess I made the wrong choice on that one.
A wall clock.
Ota, sweetie. Mom, I... Huh.
We know we can be a hassle sometimes, so... Huh, Ota.
Yeah. Thank you, Mom. You know, I love you. Forever and ever. Me too, Ota.
Even calling it, it's still kind of sweet.
I love you both so much. I'll love you both no matter what. Oh, forever and ever. Oh, I'll never forget this. Oh.
Yeah! We are a family. We can do anything.
Yes. Yeah.
Looks like it's okay to go back now.
Yes, I agree. By the way, Date.
Hmm?
I admit, it is useful every now and then.
What is?
Intuition.
Your intuition.
That was cute. I had to suffer for a few minutes of, like, sadness. Okay, so where is this gonna lead, though? Like, I'm glad we got the bittersweet moment,
I'm
but
so sorry for worrying you.
What do you mean?
where does this lead?
Your mother retracted her confession.
I'm so glad.
Yes, yes.
But Mom, why did you think I did it?
About that.
I explained to Oda. On Sunday night, Mayumi was following the van driven by Oda in a taxi. But when the van was hijacked in the Famisto parking lot, Mayumi was in another convenience store nearby buying some chocolate. Because of that, she didn't see what happened. That's why Mayumi thought Oda was still in the van when it drove away. She kept following it. The van drove all over Tokyo and eventually wound up in the warehouse district near the docks. Mayumi got out of the taxi and followed the van on foot. The van was later found at the Okiura Mystery Cold Storage Warehouse. Mayumi walked into the warehouse and discovered the grisly scene.
Polar bear plucking out Iris's left eye? I I was so terribly frightened. I panicked and ran. I'm sure that's when I dropped the chocolate. And I ran away from the warehouse as fast as I could. I just kept running and running. But while I was running, I had a thought. Maybe that polar bear was Ota. Because at the time, I thought Ota was the one driving the van. If Ota brought Iris to the warehouse, then Ota must have been the one in the suit. That's what I was thinking anyway.
So that's why.
I'm so sorry that Mom doubted you, Ota.
No, I understand. It's my fault for making you worry.
Ota.
But there's one thing I don't get. Why did you buy that chocolate when you were following me?
Okay, this is all good and all. Well, can we get back to the case?
Oh.
There's still a murderer on the loose.
You liked Odoroki Man chocolate when you were young, right, Ota?
Yeah. I was like the number 1 or 2 collector of the stickers in my elementary school class. I stuck some of my duplicates all around the diner, too.
You and Mayumi have strong memories of that chocolate, right?
Yeah. But I guess they're not all sweet memories. They're like chocolate, you know? Bittersweet. Makes my heart hurt a little.
That's not it! Oh, honey, I thought you liked the Momonoki Man chocolate.
No! I told you! It's Odoroki Man!
Oh, sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes.
You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot!
Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoki Man soon.
Stupid! It's not Momonoki Man, it's Odoroki Man!
After I yelled at her, Mom immediately went to buy me another chocolate. My dad came back from buying some ingredients at the same time, and they ran into each other. My dad really let me have it.
How dare you speak to your mother like that?
Because Mom is stupid!
You're stupid to call your mother stupid. Your mother bought you that to make you happy. You need to think about how she feels. I didn't raise you like that.
But...
When she comes back, you apologize. Do you understand?
Okay.
My dad told me to apologize as soon as Mom came back. But the guilt...
Just keeps going.
I hurt my mother, you know? That guilt in my heart.
No, if I will admit, the guy who wrote this, I believe, also wrote the Zero Escape series, and it does that similar, where like you kind of get the point, but it keeps going for a little while. Some of his endings just kind of, that's just how it goes.
It didn't go away, even after I apologized to her. After that, things got awkward with Mom.
Still like those games, except for the last one. The last one felt weird.
But a few days later, my dad came up with an idea.
Hey, Ota, how about this? You know Mother's Day is coming up. Why don't we get a gift for your mom?
A gift?
That was the first time I had ever heard my dad say something like that.
You know how Mom always takes care of us. We should think of a way to pay her back.
I'm sure my dad was trying to clear the air between all of us. So, on Mother's Day, I used my New Year's money I saved up to buy my mom that flower knife. And my dad saved up a little money to buy the floral apron. And when Mom got her gifts, she started bawling. Like full-on crying.
Oh, you boys. I don't deserve all this. Thank you, thank you.
You do deserve it, Mom. I'm proud that you're my mom. Right, Dad?
Oh, yes. Mom is the best mom in the world.
Thank you. Thank you.
Say cheese!
Sorry, I lost track of time. What were we talking about again?
The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why she bought the chocolate in the middle of tailing you.
Tailing?
Mom.
It could be due to her memory disorder. It is possible that her thought process was once again short-circuited.
Ota, I'm just going out on a limb here.
Huh?
Earlier I looked inside Mayumi's head.
Inside her head?
She was thinking of nothing but you. Her head was full of memories of you. Mayumi just wanted you to come back, Ota. So she bought that chocolate. The chocolate you loved as a kid. She thought she could get you back home with it. That's why I believe, in Mayumi's head, you're still young, Ota.
Huh?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, you're right, Date. That's why my mom bought the chocolate. She wanted her little kid back.
Okay, so what happens now?
I was always so selfish. I made my mom go through such hard times. So from now on, I'm going to support her the way she supported me. I'll do anything. I'll deliver newspapers or be a janitor or anything. I'll work as hard as I can to make sure my mom can rest easy.
What about your dream of being an author?
Well, of course I'm not gonna give up on that. But I'll set my sights a little smaller. I'll start by writing a short story.
Let me read it when you're done.
Of course.
One last thing.
Oh, I forgot to tell you something important.
Something important?
I heard the nurses talking before I came in here. Iris is awake.
Really?
Yeah, she's due to be transferred from the ICU to the general ward.
Thank God.
You saved her life, you know. Maybe, just maybe.
Huh? Maybe what?
Nothing. See you, kid.
Is Iris your girlfriend?
Yeah, I'll introduce you next time. She's a great girl.
Oh my, I'm looking forward to it. Is she going to be your financier? Oh, maybe I should clean up a bit first.
Financer? Oh, fiancé.
Oh yes, yes, that's it.
Jeez, Mom.
Date, there are still many loose ends in this investigation.
Yeah, you're right. Looks like another all-nighter.
Yeah, there's... Wait, what? Wait, what? It's just gonna end like that? Wait, excuse me? What's going on?
Has there been any progress in this Jima investigation?
None. Zero clue.
Not exactly. We have 2 clues.
2?
2 points of information. But they may not connect directly to the murders.
What are the 2 clues?
Point 1. This may be easier to see than explain. I sent a video to the boss's PC. Could you check there, please?
Okay, what's going on? The boss went to her desk and moved her mouse. Stood next to her and looked at the monitor.
What's this?
It's from Sunday night.
Yes. After Date was beaten by Ota at Matsushita Diner.
Tessa, wait! get the car.
You witch!
There, stop it. I noticed this earlier as well. Do you see the walk on the floor beside Iris and Mayumi?
Yeah, what about it?
Look closely. The bottom part is curved. Do you notice anything in the reflection?
Iris and Mayumi.
Yes. I have prepared an enlarged and processed version of the image. Boss, the next video.
You witch!
Okay. So she has the knife.
You stay away from my boy!
Tessa!
Oh.
Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Ota.
Wait, then what does this mean?
Hey, what's this?
Iris has the kitchen knife?
The video continues, but this should be enough. Iris took the knife and left the diner with Ota.
But if Ota's testimony is true, the polar bear had the kitchen knife.
Maybe it was taken off of Iris when she was kidnapped.
At the Femisto parking lot?
Yeah, there's not a lot.
Whatever, we can think about it later. You said you had 2 clues.
Yeah, what's the other one?
I have learned new information. More thorough autopsy results of Renju's body have revealed something. An object in his intestines.
An object?
A clump of organic matter. Because it was partially digested, it took significant time to analyze.
Well, what was it?
Oh no. It was an eyeball.
Shoko Nadami's eyeball.
Jesus. Well, that's a fucking hell of an ending. So what do you do now? There are still mysteries left unsolved, the real culprit, the incident 6 years ago in Dante's past. The story's branching points are insomnia. Use the flowchart to jump to a branching point in the Somnium, and we may be hidden somewhere in the dream world. Find a new way forward. Interesting. Okay, so we got the Shota ending. What I might do is we could jump to one of the earlier ones and go down